We are recording. Okay. Welcome everybody back to another episode of the M Sister Studio podcast. My name is Danielle Mad Dog Minetti, and I am here with my lovely co-host, which is, as you guys may know, my wonderful sister Kim. Say hi.
Hi. I feel like every time I'm on here, I have to like pass gas.
I think that's a little bit more information than people want to hear. Kim.
I got the nervous poo-poos.
You went from gas to poo-poo.
No, it's gas. I've been drinking a lot of seltzer.
Oh, the bubbles. The bubbles.
Yeah, which I'm usually not a seltzer.
Seltzer.
I'm not usually a salsa person, right?
Uh-huh.
But I've been drinking the buble.
Buble.
And it's actually really good.
You probably need to pronounce that buble, because there's a buble already.
Well, have you seen the commercials for this seltzer? Oh, I'm sorry, sparkling water.
No.
It's the whole thing about it. People calling it buble, and like Michael Bublé's in it. And
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
So it's like a joke. Is there a difference between seltzer and sparkling water?
I don't. Maybe it's like the type of gas that they use to generate the carbonation.
It's giving me a lot of gas.
Maybe sparkling water makes it sound more fancy.
Maybe. I'm gonna look it up.
You look it up. You do that.
I will do that. But I'm usually not a seltzer sparkling water person.
Mm-hmm.
I go in waves. But I actually like this, and I think I like more of like the more citrusy flavors than like the non-citrusy flavors. Like my favorite flavors, like they got is grapefruit and lime right now.
Okay,
those are pretty good. But I'm drinking cherry because this is all like I'm running low.
Your supply is low. You need to stock up.
Yeah,
I've been kind of bad this week because I've been driving so much, and my go-to is energy drinks. So
yeah, you drink those monsters and stuff, which I feel like is such an oxymoron for how fit of a person you are. Like,
so the thing is with me. Okay, I know there's so many reports out there that say like, okay, what's in this is bad, and then there's a report that will come out that say, oh, it's not that bad for you. You know, like there's so much stuff out there, and I'm like, I'd rather drink the stuff I enjoy, like I
lost you. Well, what were you talking about?
We were talking about the energy drinks. You're like, oh, it's
why?
First off, I mean, okay, so I could be super technical and be like, I was starting on this whole spiel of like, oh, like I'd rather enjoy drinking whatever I want, blah, blah, blah. So, but honestly, like for me personally, like I don't care. I don't care if like, even though it's zero calories, like it might have all this stuff in it. Like, I don't care. I know what the different reports say for it. But overall, I don't care. It has almost no calories. It gets me energized. Like if I'm at my work and I don't have so for work, normally what I do is I go down to Safeway, which is our food store chain out here. And I'll buy like breakfast and lunch for the week because I eat breakfast and lunch at my office and snacks and stuff. When I'm there, I'll buy energy drinks. But then if I run out and I don't go back to the store, I don't drink it. I'll drink coffee, so it's more of like if I have it there, then I'll drink it, but if not, then I'll just settle for coffee. Like it's not like a need. Like over the weekends I don't drink any of them. It's more of like, okay, like what's the word? It's more of availability, convenience. That's what it is. It's more of like convenience, I guess you could say. And I think it like, I know when I was home last year, I forget which time, I got you stuck on rain. And I
told you I'm gassy.
And the rains were okay, but I think Monster's better. So I just got into the Monster group again. But yeah, it's only for convenience. So the thing is, though, if I'm driving, coffee will not do me anything to me.
You know what? Honestly, same. Like coffee really doesn't.
I think
anything to me unless I drink it at like 2:00.
Yeah, so I know how much coffee I need to drink in the morning in order to feel energized. But if
I drink 1 to like or 5 cups in the morning, like it just doesn't do crap for me.
Right. And the thing is, though, if it's the morning and I'm driving when I'm drinking it, it's not gonna work because like sometimes I get tired driving from whatever it is called, like the driving hypnosis or whatever. Like so that mixed with coffee, it's not gonna work. So especially in 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm actually feeling tired, especially now with all the training and that like stuff is picking up for all the projects that. What did you say?
I had nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you
what? Oh boy. But side note, anyways.
Oh my god, it reeks right now. Jeez, I'm sorry to myself.
Anyways, but yeah, so in the afternoon, especially since a lot of stuff like training has gone up, M-Sister stuff for like our fall stuff's coming up. It's getting intense. So like sleep is like, if I get 6 hours, then I'm lucky. So when I wake up, so by the time the next day, 3 o'clock comes in the afternoon, I need something and it's not coffee. Yeah. Especially if it's driving. Like, no, I need the good stuff.
That's fair.
The good stuff that is legal.
Well, depends on where you live, but yeah. I also don't know what you mean by that.
I was trying to be funny, but it didn't work.
Yeah, because if you were going to talk about Mary Jane, that doesn't really get you energized.
No.
But yeah, I like my morning ritual. I think coffee for me has just more become like a ritual than like an actual caffeinated benefit for like energy. Unless I need coffee.
It's like a feel-good drink, kind of. Like, oh, like I know my morning's good because I've drank my coffee and I did this and I did that, right. And like, now I'm good to go.
Like my morning routine.
Yeah.
That or tea. I've been drinking a lot of tea lately, but yeah, coffee really only hits unless like it's that 2 o'clock mark, because that's when like I need a nap. Like that's when you need it. What's your go-to coffee?
Like
if you're going
out,
like to a drive-through.
Oh my goodness! So this morning, for example, because I had to buy breakfast when I was driving, I went to Starbucks, which okay, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Starbucks is not all that, especially
it's expensive.
It's expensive. And for those of you that don't live in the PNW, Starbucks does originate from here, but like we have so many of those coffee kiosks that make like way better coffee, you know. Starbucks is, even though they're on every freaking street corner here, like you see more people at a kiosk at 7 o'clock in the morning than at Starbucks.
I believe that.
But anyways, I went to Starbucks because I needed food. That's the one downside of the kiosk here is like most of the time they don't have like food. Like they might have muffins or cookies or donuts or whatever, which for me is not ideal because, you know, I'm protein and health, like all, you know, the health jazz.
I want health, but I also drink energy drinks. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So normally, if I'm just going, if it's a normal day, it's not like the weekend or whatever, I'll do like a skinny vanilla latte.
Ooh.
As the drink.
Any milk preference?
I love normal cow milk.
Wait, what makes it skinny?
Sugar-free vanilla.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it the syrup?
That's so that's like a Monday through Friday.
Hot or iced?
Just depends on the season. So like.
Okay.
But so that's Monday through Friday. But if it's a Saturday or a Sunday, that's when I'll get something like crazy-ish. Which actually, my phone. Actually, this weekend, I just found out about this kind of TikTok famous coffee shop that's in our town that we're gonna go to.
What is it called?
The Gingerbread House Coffee Drive-In thing. Here, hold on.
Wow, Danielle, come on.
No, it's literally no. Hold on. It's like I don't know it because I've never been, but my friend my work friend.
But like you could at least, if you're gonna talk about it, like
I didn't think I talked about it.
Well, you didn't come prepared this week, so we're off the cuff this week, everybody. I apologize.
It's all my fault.
It is all your fault.
Yeah. Okay, I've been really good, I think, the past year or so, taking blame for stuff I've done, and I will definitely take blame for this. Because,
good, I'm glad.
Because my schedule this week, which was a horrible schedule, was also my doing.
Can't blame anybody but yourself.
So, hold on, come on. Oh, side note, while I'm looking up this coffee chain, there's also another coffee chain out here that we have called Touch Brothers, which is definitely better than Starbucks also. The
Dutch Brothers.
Dutch Boys, yep. Come on, phone.
Isn't that a chain?
It is a chain. Yep, it is a chain. And
because they had that in Colorado.
Yeah, and it's super good. Like I would take Dutch Bros over Starbucks, but they don't have like food. That's the only difference. If they had food, like all right. The Gingerbread House drive-through.
The Gingerbread House drive-through.
Yep. And they're kind of TikTok famous because my coworker's like, "Do you know where this is? It's in your town." I'm like, "No, my town is like ginormous. Of course I don't."
Here's my thing about Starbs. I think it's overpriced comparatively to like other places I go to.
Right. Yeah.
So in the sense of like, because for me, like, I'm willing to like pay more for more of like I guess like an indie brand. I don't know what you would call it.
Like a mom and pop kind of.
Yeah, like a mom and pop, maybe like a smaller chain because you just gotta like that's just kind of how it goes. Like I never understand why like just big market companies like want you to pay more. It's like you make so much money.
Yeah. It's inflation, dude.
It's inflation. But there's that. So like, and plus like it's obviously more of a vibe to, I hate that word, but like, you know, you go to, and plus like it's more personal chains, you know, but so there's that, but also to like comparatively to like my favorite coffee chain, which is Dunkin' Donuts, you can literally get like a medium coffee, which is pretty much like a large, for like $2. $2, like less than half of like what the ratio, like just there, and they have deals. I just like Dunkin' better. But I think the one thing besides the money stuff, because I really don't go out to get coffee that often anyways, but the one thing that puts me off with Starbucks is because I don't have like my signature drink. And I think that's very important.
I think so too.
Like I have my signature drink at all the other coffee places I go to, which is just like 2. But I can, and every time I try to look something up on Pinterest or on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, it's just like all these like really like, first of all, they're so complicated and I don't want to like waste people's time. They're also so sweet, and I'm not like a sweet coffee. Like I want my coffee to taste like coffee.
Yeah, that is the deciding factor when for me personally and Kevin too, when we start playing around with flavors, if the coffee is too sweet and it doesn't taste like coffee anymore, then like it's a waste. Like we have not finished drinks before because it's too sweet and it does not taste like coffee.
Have you ever seen that photo of like the 8 different shades of coffee and it's like what?
I'm sure I have. Yeah.
I think mine's probably like a 3 or a 4. Like it's I can't drink straight black coffee.
But Kim, that means you're not Italian, according to Mom.
Well, I'm like half Polish, half Swedish too, so whatever. But actually that's not true. I drink iced Americanos at times, but yeah, I'm like a 3 or 4. Like I need just a little bit. Well, anyways, I'll get to that. A little bit of like at least some milk product of
some sort,
but almond milk for me because I just don't like drinking cow milk. And that's the thing. It's like I don't have it made a coffee down. That'd be a different story. Like I got it down at. I'll tell you my other orders. Let's talk about Bouscardu, which is a great coffee chain. What did I get? Wow, I don't even. I either just do like
remember. Okay, before you say your coffee order though, remember when like it wasn't like as popular as it was? It was in that like little shop we went to years ago. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, crazy. Good for them. I love them. I either just do like a regular almond milk latte, ice, and I also like their ice cubes because they have that little divot. You get the little stuff in, like the extra little shot glass of it.
Yeah.
So either do that or I do malt cold brew with almond milk. That's pretty much it for that. I used to either do almond milk latte, ice latte. Sometimes I get matcha latte with almond milk. But lately, I've been doing a mocha cold brew with almond milk, and that shish is fire.
And where's that from?
Dunkin'.
Dunkin'? Okay.
Mocha cold brew with almond milk.
Dunkin' coming in clutch with all the fancy stuff.
Yeah, they're upgrading their stuff. Like they're adding the different milks.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it's just I can't. And or also too first cup too.
I was thinking that your second one was going to be first cup. That was non-chain related.
Well, I had gotten a honey cinnamon latte there, so I've been kind of making that at home. So that's kind of my go-to is making my coffee with my almond milk. I put a little bit of vanilla sugar-free creamer in, and then I add some agave or honey and cinnamon, and I have one of those like those
the fancy
things.
Yeah.
And I whisk that up, and that's really good. So I've been making that.
You know the coffee shop's good when you want to go home and make the same exact thing you've been getting.
And honestly, like it's really good when I come out to see you, I'm gonna make it for you guys.
Okay.
And then Kevin can make me a maple latte.
Dude, you know that's only like 3 months away.
I know. We were talking about that. We were talking about that today because they asked me when was the next time I was going to see you. I'm like, oh, in November for Thanksgiving. They're like, oh my God, that's like actually really close. I'm like,
super soon.
Yeah. So Starbucks. But I do like their like little egg white bites. Those are good.
So I do too, because since they're all protein, it's perfect for a lot of bodybuilders. They always say, okay, if they're talking about Starbucks, coffee's okay, but the egg white bites are like what keeps me going. Like, because people are concerned about like macros and staying on track and stuff.
They're always so hot though when you get them.
I know, yeah, that's the downside.
And they're not the best to eat whilst driving, even though nobody should eat whilst driving. But if you were, hypothetically, they might not be the best to do so.
No.
But that coffee chain we went to in Colorado, the Human Bean, shout out.
It was really good.
And they have like a bunch of different locations.
Do they?
Yeah, like they originated in Oregon.
Oh.
But yeah, because I have a mug from them, so I was
that's like the map on it or something.
No, it's just the design, but that coffee was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. We went like every day for like 4 days in a row.
We did.
We are not addicted to coffee whatsoever.
But it's like that also was like the only coffee place around.
That was the only coffee place, and also too, like, when is the next time we're gonna be in Colorado?
Exactly. Like, no, I don't. I was like, let's go. That was me. I'm like, guys, let's go get coffee. I was paying for it, so I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Because like everybody.
Hey, if Kim's paying, then why not?
Yeah. But yeah. How did we get on this coffee train?
We were talking about energy drinks, and then I was saying, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, like, what's your go-to at like a rest stop?
A breakfast stop?
A rest stop.
A rest stop? What time of day are we talking about?
I don't know. Anytime. I think mine is always like, I usually, what do I do? I like getting Cheez-Its.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a little mind-blowing situation, or tell you a little information about rest stops here in Washington, at least. Rest stops are just bathrooms. There's no food stores.
No Wawa?
No concession stands, nothing. Rest stops are just bathrooms, and that's it. Maybe a vending machine if there's stuff in it, but that's it.
They don't have like a Wawa?
No. There's no Wawas.
Equivalent?
No. You have to get
How do they not have a Wawa?
You have to get off the interstate, to get off an exit to actually go to like a gas station or something and get your snacks.
I don't like that at all.
Nope. Yep. That's every rest stop here. So.
Okay. Well.
But.
That's a downer.
Yeah, but.
Hypothetically, okay, so if you were home and you were going to Wawa, what would you get?
Okay, so it just depends on the day and the time. So during the week, listen, okay, this is what healthy people have to deal with. No,
I was just laughing about I'm not laughing at that. I was laughing about something else that I'll say after.
Oh, okay. Because this is how my brain like works, like for certain foods and stuff. Okay, so like during the week, if it's not the weekend and I'm like driving to the gas station or Wawa, I would get my energy drink if I need it, a protein bar, and then some jerky, and that's it. But
you do like the jerky.
I do like the jerky, but if it's a weekend, my go-to munchie is jalapeno Cheetos.
I don't like Cheetos. I am not a Cheetos gal.
I am not like a regular tasting Cheetos gal, but I will tell you, I cannot confirm or deny that there's a half a bag of jalapeno Cheetos in my car, in my glove box.
That's so interesting.
But I am a jalapeno Cheetos girl. What else would I get from? I always, for whatever reason, I always get a lollipop. I'm a lollipop fiend. Probably because I'm also, whenever we have ice pops, I eat like 3 to 4 at a time.
That's fair.
And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. I'm not like super like, I need all the stuff. Oh, Sour Patch Kids also on weekends.
Huh. Interesting. I'm trying to think. I usually do like a Cheez-It.
Mm-hmm.
I love Cheez-Its.
Kevin loves Cheez-Its too.
Yeah, they're so good. Cheez-Its, and then either that or like maybe some baked barbecue chips.
Yeah, that's always been your thing.
Yeah, if they have them. Oh, they're so good. And then for a drink, I don't have a specific drink that I get. Maybe like, I'm trying to think the last time. Maybe, probably water, but maybe like an iced tea or not really soda. I don't really do soda. An iced tea, but you know what? Scratch that. Nesquik strawberry milk. That's what I get.
So dairy upon dairy equals your toilet hating you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, my toilet already hates me. But that's the only like regular milk I drink.
Okay.
I'm not a milk person.
But like, is it milk though?
Like,
is it milk though? Like, we don't know what they put in.
Danielle, it's literally milk and strawberry syrup. I can make it at home. But I was laughing because remember when we had that hurricane?
Yeah.
And our power went out for like a day.
Yeah.
And I lost my mind and we had to like go get stuff from Wawa to eat. And I just was like, I can't do this.
Was that the time when I was home and the power went out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was out for literally like 12 hours.
Yeah. You were like, I can't do this. Oh,
I just, cause it was hot. Like I couldn't sleep. we went to Wawa in the morning and then we watched the sunrise because I'm like, I can't sleep.
Yep. I remember that. We're like, let's
and then we
go.
went for a walk and the power came back on during our walk and I was like, hallelujah. And like, I don't want to sound a certain type of way. I just like, I'm like, it blows my mind too, because we also went through Sandy, which was much worse.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine. But
it blows your mind on things like you would think that for stuff like that, they learn from previous incidences or previous experiences on how to make it more efficient to respond. And almost 24 hours of the power still not being on for something that is not, it wasn't major, right? Like it was just winds and stuff or whatever.
No, I think it was kind of bad.
I don't remember, but they would kind of be better. Or just a little bit better. You would hope.
Well, I feel like that could be said about a lot of things. I don't know whether that would go into fruition, but you can only hope.
Never lose hope. Never lose hope.
Never lose hope.
Sounds like, what's that one character?
Oh God,
I'm blanking.
Yeah. Wawa.
All right. So let's stop talking about food and like drinks and stuff, and let's get to what Kim, because she's the only one that came prepared this week. Let's get to what Kim. Again, I'm taking full responsibility for not coming prepared. It's all my fault. So let's talk about what Kim has to talk about.
Okay, this thought struck upon me.
Oh no!
I may or may not.
What's this section called? The Kim one.
A curious case of Kim logic.
Yep, a curious case of Kim logic. Add music here. Boop.
Oh God, you're making me work.
Yeah, this is your job. Podcasting is. So yeah, I'm gonna make you work.
This is a curious case of Kim logic that
Boop.
was discovered whilst on the crapper.
Oh no!
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Because I was wearing this item and a thought struck upon me because I was thinking, what is better to go to the bathroom in? A bodysuit or a romper?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still on the fence about it. I was wearing a bodysuit while this thought came upon me, but I was wearing a romper 2 days before. So I had a close enough experience to experience the two similar yet different feelings and emotions you have when wearing those items when you're on the toilet, because it's a very vulnerable thing to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on one hand, here is the romper slash jumpsuit that is a one piece, and you literally have to take off the entire thing to go to the bathroom. And again, you're in a vulnerable position. You're even more vulnerable because you're either like half naked or completely naked on the toilet. And then on the other hand, you have the bodysuit that you are not fully exposed, and it makes you look very chic when you're wearing pants with it, but unclamping it and clamping it is just so unattractive, and you look like a troll monster trying to hunch over to do it. So I do not know the answer to this question. That's why I'm proposing it to the podcast. I think that however, I don't know the correct answer, but my opinion is the romper.
The romper.
Because it's just an easy doop doop. And you know what? Sometimes in life, this is a life lesson for everybody. We're going to do things that make us uncomfortable. And I'd much rather just slip something off and slip something back on and go about my day than try to like hunch over and feel so like unsexy and all
okay, but here's
that bodysuit.
So here's the thing. Okay, so for those listening, I've never really experienced any of these articles of clothing, so I'm looking.
You've worn a bodysuit before.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna look at it more as I don't know how to say it, but like, does it really matter how like what you're hunched, like if you're hunched over or anything? Because like you're in a bathroom, like if you're at home, like the door's locked, no one's gonna see you do nothing. Like, does it matter?
No, it matters because it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, but like the hunching over and that, like you said, like not looking sexy part, like, does it matter?
Yes, because it makes me feel weird. Like it makes me like it kind of ruins like the ambiance, or like it's like the wizard behind the curtain thing. You know?
It's like it's not what it was hyped up to be.
Yeah, but also like sometimes it can be really annoying. Like it's sometimes because like it's not easy. Like it's much easier to like just undo the romper and then put it back on.
Mm-hmm. Yes and no.
But like I just like it's just. But on one hand, like body, because some people don't like taking all their clothes off when they go to the bathroom. So that's why the bodysuits. Well, the whole thing is a bodysuit's supposed to be more convenient, anyways, and it is in that case. But I think just overall pros and cons, I'm going to go with the romper because it's just easier, it's quicker. A little bit. I'm not personally like shameful of it. I'm more shameful of the bodysuit because like that's just not it.
What? I'm trying to think because. Like I said, I don't have much experience in wearing either of the garments, but I do know from my personal experience that certain dresses that I've worn, I can't remember which ones, I hate having to pull up my dress or whatever to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, I just want to sit down, like, as soon as, like,
it takes away all of, like, the fun.
Yeah, like, pulling up the dress, like, all right, like, I worry that potentially I might have missed an area and I'm going to stand up and realize that part of my dress is wet.
Oh my God. Wait, you want to know what I did?
Sure.
So.
Story time.
What did I do? This is what I did.
What didn't you do?
I had my towels like over my shower door, right? I was about to go in the shower. Common theme, I went to the bathroom. Shower. TMI, I'm sorry, I don't care. And so I flushed whatever. I thought that I shut the what is this?
The lid?
The lid. And so, because like it's kind of like muscle memory, it's like complimenting to it. And I was like, whatever, everything's good, everything's dandy. And so, what I did is I took my towels, I threw them on my toilet because I was going to use them, and then I turned my shower on, whatever. And then I turn around, and my towels are
oh no,
in my toilet. All because I did not shut the lid.
The lid. This is you, Kim. The Patrick. You're Patrick. The lid. The lid. The lid. Bum, 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 bum. The lid. That's you.
Yeah, and I had just washed them too, so I don't have to wash them. I had to wash them again. So yes. That happened like the beginning of the week, by the way.
So it's recent.
Like on Monday. Yeah, it's very recent.
Oh boy.
Oh, and I've been like a hot mess. Like I've been
a hot mess.
I literally I stubbed my toe yesterday, and oh my god, it hurts so much.
So before we finish, I actually have some what's the segment called?
What's your opinion?
My opinion is I don't have if I based on what you told me, I would rather just take something off and then put it back on.
Exactly.
I'm not all for the hassle. Like, sorry.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want the hassle, but each their own. I just thought about that.
Yeah. So people can respond. Let us know what you guys think. Yeah. So actually, before we finish up, I have a complain. I have something to actually complain about. I was literally just complaining about it to Kevin like an hour ago.
Wait, hold on. Wait, say something.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, you're good.
Okay, so I actually have something to complain about.
Ooh.
I was talking about it with Kevin about an hour ago.
I have to set the timer.
Set the timer, please. And don't worry, this time there's nothing to to announce. There's nothing huge.
God. Oh, good. You're not pregnant.
No, I'm not pregnant.
And I will make sure that it's on 30 seconds this time.
Okay, not 30 minutes.
No. So you tell me when.
All right, I am ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
What is it about authors or Hollywood or whatever that make stories about people that are like crippled and stuff and make the characters such assholes and dicks? Like, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad how they make the characters like just be horrible people. Like, what? We'll start with that.
I have a lot to unpack here.
Okay, I'll give you context.
Wait. So your complaint is that like characters that are written in books or like TV shows, movies, whatever, that are like disabled.
Yes.
They always write them off badly.
They don't always write them off badly, but like when they do, I like hate them. Like, okay, like I don't care.
Context, because that's very specific.
Okay, so I'll give context for everyone. All right, so a few years ago.
This brief intermission is brought to you by Editing Kim. I just want to let you know that we're going to spoil some things, but continue at your own risk. Okay, bye.
Oh, God.
Holding
on to this one, eh?
Yeah, so a few years ago, I was stationed overseas, and my one friend and I were like, "Oh, let's watch the movie Me Before You." Right?
We can have an entire episode on that freaking movie.
Yeah, well, let's save it. We're just talking about context right now. We'll save the movie for next time. But just for context.
The movie got me messed up, man.
But yeah, so that movie, I was just so mad, and I'm like, I get like, okay, like you're not the man that you used to be. Like, wait.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, because I think people might get offended. So you're just that specific movie?
No, I'm talking about it's relating back to what I'm reading right now.
Okay,
I'm just using it as
I feel
content.
Like that's a completely different. His storyline's completely different.
No, his storyline is different, but like literally his storyline is very similar to one that I'm reading now.
But continue because I don't want to start me yelling. So
yeah.
Make it, like,
so for those of you that haven't seen the movie, the way that they written it was that since he used to be like this big shot and like he was like this, was he like a super athlete and all this stuff, and then he becomes disabled and he has a tough time. He had a tough time, but he brought someone into the mix that like actually cared about him and like loved him, and he didn't even consider her. And then he went, so ever since I watched that movie, that is the one movie I like in terms of like production and casting and stuff. Like I'm not taking into consideration that.
Okay, but I have a side note. I have a completely other conversation of whether I consider that a good movie or not.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like I hate the plot, but I don't know if it's a good.
We'll have a completely different conversation on that.
That's next time. All right. Yeah. But anyways, so that's my background in being exposed to like that type of storyline. Yeah. So now so what I do since I drive a lot is I use Audible to read books I have in my bookcase that I haven't read yet. And this book, I think I started it before in terms of reading, but I haven't finished it, or like I read it a super long time ago and I only remember like the significant parts of it.
Yeah.
And this part I didn't remember, and maybe because it was before I watched The Me Before You, but the one character in the book is called A Man of His Own. Okay. And the synopsis is that there's 3 characters. There's a husband and wife, Rick and what's her name? Suzanne? Let me look. Hold on. And then the third character's name is Keller. And what Rick's name? Francesca, sorry. So it's Rick and Francesca is husband and wife. Keller is the third character. And they're all connected by a dog. And the reason being is because during World War II, you could volunteer your dog for service, and then when the war was over, if your dog survived, you would get your dog back. I don't know how true that was. It was the way they portrayed it in the book. It was like they like serve duty to your country. Like your dog has
Mocha ain't coming back. I'll tell you that much.
No, so in the book, Rick and Francesca volunteer their dog because their dog's like a ginormous German Shepherd Husky mix, whatever, like what you think of like a military dog would be. And Keller is the handler. Okay, so Rick, of course, raised the dog from puppy, like took the dog off the street and stuff. Right. But Keller has that bond, like working dog, like this dog saved my life, like I was about to die.
Yeah.
And this dog saved my life. Like they have that bond, right? And the thing is when Keller brings back, the dog's name is Pax.
Wait, isn't this a movie?
No.
Or this is something that's similar to this.
I think so, but
okay.
When he brings back Pax, he realized that Rick got injured during the war and he's disabled. And the way that they've written his character is just his wife, who literally like, his loving wife. So this is one difference between this book and Me Before You. Is like Me Before You, they weren't anything. She was just actually his aide. In this book, the aide is eventually the dog handler, but he's already married and has a wife and stuff. And he's just, the way they wrote the character is he is just so mean. And the worst part is that he knows he's being mean to her. Like he knows like that he's acting a certain way towards her. And part of it is because before the war, he was in the professional, like he was a professional baseball player. Like he played for the Boston, at the time, Boston Braves, before they were called the Boston Red Sox. Like he was a professional ball player, and his injury, he can't be a ball player no more. And they made him such a horrible person to her. And I just like, I'm like, why? Like, oh, this makes me hate him so much. Like this poor girl.
Like he became bitter after the accident.
He became bitter. He didn't want to try to get better at all. Like, I'm not going to say any spoilers, but like he didn't try to get better. He was being mean towards her. He was thinking, at the point I am right now, I don't remember the rest. He thinks that there's something between her and Keller, like all this stuff. And the thing is, he knows it too. Like, this is your wife who's sacrificing everything. Like, I'm sure she's not happy with your situation, and you're still being like a dick about it to her. So like, gets me mad. I like throw my fists up in the air in the car. I'm like,
I don't think I understand where you're coming from, but you made a very broad statement.
Yeah,
I think you're just talking about this specific thing. Like,
yeah, because the
when
story
things happen, you gotta like be positive.
Yeah, the storylines are similar. The one main difference is that like this.
Are you
this
just is it just like frustrating because it's like you should take this and like make something a better perspective out of it? Like,
yeah, I'm just frustrated because I'm like, I mean, that just shows that the book's really good, but like, I just, oh, it just gets me so mad, but I know it's not real. Like, oh, why does this happen? I guess I'm just complaining about how, in all honesty, probably how into the book I actually am.
I was gonna say, you made a very broad statement.
Yeah,
because like we can have a whole conversation of how like Hollywood just like misrepresents like a lot of things, which I thought that's what you were going at. But like this just seems like you're just pissed off at this character.
I'm just pissed off at this character.
How long have we been going?
Almost an hour. Because yeah.
Okay, well, do we have like 5 minutes to talk about me before you the fuck that movie?
Sure. Let's talk, since we now are on the topic of talking about people that we just
ended on
we just hate.
Pie and angry note.
Pie and angry note.
Oh, it's a book too? I don't want to go through that again. You got me fucked up. That whole scene got me fucked up. After I watched that movie, I don't know if I'm like, well, is this a good movie? Because then we can go on a whole thing of like what classifies as a good movie, and I think ultimately what a good movie is if it just sparks an emotion out of you. And, oh baby, it was the 4th of July with this freaking like the whole scene where Will and Lou are on the beach, and he basically tells her that like I'm gonna go off myself.
Yeah,
I've been miserable this whole time. Any experience that I've had with you is great, but like you can't make me happy, and I want you to come with me so I can go off myself. Like the emotions that I went through like all like this, what is it, like the 5 stages of grief,
yeah.
At first I was like happy because I thought they were going to be together because they were like stuff on the beach, is all romantic. And then he's like, what else did he say? He was like, oh, I need to tell you something. She's like, what? And then so I'm like,
she's like all excited because she thinks like they made progress. He's been so romantic.
They're on the freaking beach, and then he's like, listen, like I can't do this. I am going. Was it like he was going to Sweden or something?
Yeah.
I'm going to Sweden and I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. And she's like, why are you doing that? And he's like, because I'm not happy. And she's like, but I thought I was changing your mind. He's like, I've had the best time with you. I'm like, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
My reaction, like this is my reaction. And you'll appreciate this. The scene from Friends. When Rachel is trying to get off the plane. Me and that scene is that airplane scene from Friends. Okay. Let me break this down. The flight attendant is Will. Because he's being fucking obnoxious and annoying and considerate of, I don't know, Lou's feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know, stringing her along for like 6 months and like playing her up like he loves her, even though he knew. Oh, and that was another thing. He knew this entire time. Like his
he was gonna do it. Yeah.
Which pissed. That was the. Oh. Really? You should have kept your mouth shut, mister. Okay.
Okay. So.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
So the flight attendant from that friend scene is Will, because he just does not understand. Okay? And then Rachel is Lou, because she is trying to get out of there, as in like trying to make the flight attendant understand, as in like, I thought I was changing your mind. I thought you loved me, liked me, da, da, da. And I'm just like, try and understand where she's coming from.
Not even just that. Like, try to understand like how like messed up
it is.
It is.
like when he and then the night and then when he was like, my mind was set this whole time. Like, Lou, F him, Lou. Let him go do it, Lou. He's never gonna change, Lou. He won't change, Lou. Yeah. Let him go do it. Let him be stubborn. Fine. And then that's when like my sadness turned into like anger and be like, F it. So I literally like I wish I recorded it. Like I went through the stages of like grief.
Yeah.
During the whole season, that got me messed up.
I think I remember after I watched it, I told you, I'm like, literally, whenever you watch this movie, you are going to be so mad at the end.
Oh my god. I was like, what a waste of time.
How could you do that to someone?
How could you do that? Like, but I think it just goes back to like he's just a selfish person.
Yeah.
But it's just, man, that freaking, and then it's like do I think this is a good movie? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. And do I
never
watch it again? But also that's one of those movies that I can't watch again.
No.
In the sense of like I'll never have that reaction again.
No, you'll never will. Because you know what happens.
Yeah.
It was the first genuine reaction. Yeah, it was the first genuine reaction to when we first watched it. So,
yeah, and it's like, and it really like I didn't think it like because I thought it was gonna be like one of those cliche like romance movie things, you know, and
but
like
it's not.
But it's not, and we're probably spoiling stuff for people. You should watch the movie.
Yeah.
But
makes us so mad.
Makes me stubborn.
I will say I just want to talk about, because like I'm not giving him enough context, I feel like, about the book to explain also why I'm mad.
Okay, I'm trying. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, so literally what we talked about just with me before you, and how he was stringing her along, but he already had a plan in his mind. He was gonna kill himself.
Yeah.
The same exact thing happens in the book. He already has plans to...
In the book you're reading?
Yes, to take his own life, but he still strings his wife along.
What? Like, why?
What? I don't... And he's so mean. Like, he says at one moment, oh, I just want her to be happy. Like, he can't do anything. So he's like, oh, tell her to, like, take her out and stuff. And he's very respectful. Like,
Will said that to Lou, too. He's like, I can't...
Yeah.
Like, I love you. I do not care.
Right. Like the wife in the book, she protests like you're like, I just listened to the chapter when it comes up on their anniversary, their 7-year anniversary. And she's like, I want you to come with me. Like, I don't care if you can't dance or anything. Like, you're my husband. I want you to come out with me. He's like, no, like, tell her, take her out to her favorite restaurant for me. You're my surrogate. So then he'll tell her stuff like that, like, I want you to have fun, I want you to be happy or whatever. But then
I mean, I can understand like that internal struggle of like not being enough for somebody else. Like, I get that.
But then he'll say that to her, which is like, okay, like, yes, she should still go out and be happy. Like, don't, you know. But then when Keller, like, even just being around her, he gets jealous. I'm like, what do you want from them? Like, if you already decided in your mind, if you already decided in your mind that you're going to off yourself soon, then like, why are you mad that someone might take your wife away when you're going to take you away from her anyways?
And like, you're telling them to go out. Yeah. And you're like telling her to have a good time. God forbid she does.
Yeah. And then you're so mean to her when she wants you to be a part of the life that you guys made. Even though you're not the same person as you were, like, she still loves you. Like, you're her husband, but then you willingly treat her so badly. Like, if something, I'm not at the point in the book, like, if I know it's coming probably, if something were to happen between the two of them, like, how can you be mad? You did, like, not the injury part, like, that was an accident, but like the way you acted towards her when you came, like, if she ends up in someone else's arms, like, you have only yourself to blame because you were such a bad person to her. And
and you also had like half of her out the door with somebody else anyways. Like, you gave consent.
Yeah, and it's not even like the character Keller, he's not even like, he knows that he doesn't want to push boundaries too. Like, if he gets too far, he's like, I need to go for a walk, or like I need right now where I'm at. He's like, he almost left because it would have been too painful, but it's like the dog's there. Like all he cared about was the dog because that bond. But he's like, if I leave, then I'm leaving them both and I will not have anything. So
yeah, that's don't you hate when like characters are so frustrated?
I know, it's so frustrated. I'm like, she's like, so sweet. Like she's trying. She's like, come out. Like even something as simple as like eating in the dining room. Like Keller literally made the doorways big enough so his wheelchair could get through. So he can go out to eat in the dining room. He won't even do that. Like really? Like she's trying.
Bitter. It's like bitter. It's like. Even like with me before you, it's like just be bitter. Like, I don't know.
Like what? Poor. And of course they all don't know that he's gonna off himself off soon. So
the thing too, it's like they don't even know that
they don't even know
had this decision in his mind for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 1 o'clock.
I don't remember if he does or not, but like. Frustrating. I'm like, this poor girl. And even Keller too, he's mean to him. Like he literally does not have to be there. He could have, when he first brought the dog back, he could have just told the dog to follow him and he could have left out the door and then you never have your dog back again.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just like that's crazy. It's like why like, but also too like why put yourself through that much emotional stuff too if you already have a decision in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're just speaking it like just through like the book.
Yeah.
It's like we're not talking about real life. But well, it sounds a lot like the movie.
It does. Yeah, it does. And I think I remember how it ends, but I don't remember all of it because I read it a long time ago. No, the book.
Oh.
So I'm going to finish it, but I just super frustrated. It gets me mad. I'm like.
It is frustrating. And it reminded me, man, I wish I recorded me watching that movie. It wasn't too long. Like, I think we were doing the podcast. It wasn't. I watched it like this, like in the past. Like,
I'm sure we have a reaction somewhere when you first watched it, like talking about it on the podcast.
I texted you that I watched it.
Yeah.
But that was about it. But like it was fairly recent, and I was like, oh yeah, no, it's what the hell? If I was pissed off just watching that, I like imagine going through that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to do.
I don't know what I do either. That's just so crazy. Like I couldn't even fathom. Ugh.
Me neither. So
frustration.
If you want a good we probably like spoiled it for people, but
if you want a quick frustration, watch the movie. If you want to pace yourself so you're not as frustrated, read the book. Read that book. A Man of His Own. That's the book. The movie is Me Before You.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect.
Woo! That was good considering you didn't have anything prepared.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
It's
all right.
Past my bedtime.
It's past Kim's bedtime. And I was supposed to go for a run at the gym, but that might not be happening anymore because it's almost 10.
What do you do?
But do you have anything to add before we close out?
No.
Oh, excuse me. I don't. I do have. We have a bunch of stuff coming out. If it's not already out by the time this podcast is up, so stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff in the work. So excited. Yeah. Whoa. But yeah. Okay. On that note, do you want to close this out or do you want me to?
I'm so tired.
All right. I figured that. Okay. Well, everyone, thank you for listening to another episode of the M Sister Studios podcast. I'm Danielle with my co-host, Kim.
Me.
Make sure you check out all our different social media accounts. You can find us on pretty much everything. I can't think of, it's easier to think of the stuff we're not on than the stuff we are.
TikTok, everything will be linked
down below. down below for you all you lovely people to either go watch previous episodes, go watch previous series, and make sure that you like, subscribe, wherever you're listening or watching this, make sure you just do the dang thing.
Yeah.
And that's it. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.